Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Liga Kenobi. And before we get started, guys, please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. So, Grand Theft Auto 6 is underway. It's getting ready to get released, but it looks like they did something that I was hoping they would do, especially for their company's sake, bro. So here we go. Grand Theft Auto 6 publisher drops DEI from annual report, replacing it with questionable diversity of thought shift. So there's been talks and there's been rumor that they are trying that you got these woke mobs. They're trying to tell this company Rockstar to put some diversity, some woke nonsense into this game. And when we saw in the trailer, according to the trailer we saw a man having sex with a woman. So it's like, okay, so this is good. This is good. This is what's supposed to be meant. They're trying to make this guy look like he's gay and all, which he's not. So it looks like hoping they got rid. They didn't want to put that in there. So let's take a read at it and see what's going on. In a quietly significant shift that's making waves in the gaming world, Take-Two Interactive, the publisher of the upcoming Grand Theft Auto 6, has removed all references to traditional DEI initiatives from its latest 10K annual report. The change, first reported by GameFile and later picked up by The Wired, has sparked intense debate as the video game industry finds itself increasingly entangled in broader cultural battles over the concept of DEI in games, especially with a project as explosive and massive as GTA 6 on the horizon. A sharp departure from 2024. In 2024, Take-Two annual report explicitly championed progressive causes, saying the company supported organizations that aim to eradicate social injustice, supported pride rights, funded scholarships for minority game design students, and celebrated cultural differences through employee groups. This entire section is gone. So it looks like this game is going to be back on track with entertainment, with good storytelling, but none of that nonsense, bro. I think they've done it. In its place, the 2025 report includes just a single statement on the subject of diversity. We firmly believe that diversity of thought drives innovation that is integral to our success. The report adds, we aim to provide an inclusive workplace in which everyone feels respected, heard, and safe. But noticeably missing are the specifics, no mention of social justice causes, minority student scholarships, or identity-based hiring initiatives. This marks a significant rollback in DEI language and commitments. When Wired reached out to Take-Two for comment, the company declined to respond. However, its corporate website still hosts a statement of affirming that it believes more diverse teams are more valuable and effective. Diversity is key to our success. All right, so that's probably employment-wise. That's just employment-wise. What is diversity of thought? In corporate settings, diversity of thought typically refers to encouraging a variety of perspective, cognitive styles, and problem-solving approaches. The idea is that innovation improves when organizations include people with different life experiences, ways of thinking, and ideological viewpoints. Companies like Meta and now Take-Two have recently adopted this phrasing in place of identity-based DEI language. Critics of this shift argue that the term is often used as a loophole, a way to signal commitment to inclusion without engaging in more visible or quantifiable DEI practices, such as demographic-based hiring goals or targeted scholarships. In practice, diversity of thought is difficult to define, measure, or enforce, which has led some observers to view it as a hierarchical placeholder rather than policy. Daniel Opong, founder of the Courage Collective, is one of those people, apparently. When organizational cultures are largely homogeneous, they often cite diversity of thought as a means to indicate some element of distinctiveness. If diversity of thought is deemed necessary, then diversity of identities should be an impressive as well. Imperative as well. Imperative, not impressive. Imperative. My bad. Opping further claimed that the broader DEI framework is often misrepresented. What was meant to be a robust, interdisciplinary practice designed to create cultures where people thrive is often misrepresented as wokeism and reduced to polarizing buzzwords that do not accurately portray the essence and impact of effective DEI. However, this view is not universally accepted. While many companies promoted DEI policies between 2020 and 2022, their actual effects remain a subject of ongoing debate. Opong, however, asserts that DEI, when properly executed, benefits all employees, not just those from marginalized groups. One of the biggest misnomers about DEI is the notion that it only benefits people from historically marginalized groups. The truth is, when implemented effectively, DEI benefits everyone. Yet, critics have pointed out that this claim often lacks broad based evidence. Opponents argue that certain DEI initiatives, such as hiring targets, segregated employees resource groups, or identity based mentorship programs, may offer tangible benefits to select identity groups while creating uncertainty or resentment among other employees who do not qualify for those programs. Some studies have found mixed or inconclusive results of the impact of the corporate DEI initiatives on company performance, retention, or morale. Meanwhile, opponents of DEI argue that emphasis on immutable traits and can sometimes lead to division or unintended exclusion, rather than unity or equity. Ultimately, the debate over diversity of thought versus identity-based diversity hinges on a deeper question: should companies focus on who people are or how they think? And when it comes to accountability, which approach offers clear, measurable outcomes? Take-Two's decision to remove explicit DEI language from its annual report while maintaining a general commitment to diversity of thought places it squarely in the middle of that ongoing discussion. The broader backlash. Take-Two's pivot comes amid a growing trend of companies walking back DEI efforts across tech, entertainment, and retail, especially under pressure from President Donald Trump's renewed focus on removing DEI from government and public-private partnerships. In the gaming world, the rollback has been particularly sharp. Rockstar Games, owned by Take-Two, previously drew criticism from fans when it edited out jokes from Grand Theft Auto 5 in the next-gen re-release, reportedly in an effort to align with modern sensitives. With those edits were not officially explained, the move was widely seen as a sign that Rockstar was abandoning its legacy of punching in every direction. Many fans worried that this meant GTA 6, the next game in the franchise and famous for its irreverence and boundary-pushing satire, might end up another toothless DEI title. Those fears grew after several key members of Rockstar's old creative team left that company, including Dan Houser, the longtime lead writer and co-founder of Rockstar, known for crafting the biting tone of the franchise. Combined with that Take-Two's scrubbed DEI language and politically loaded atmosphere, and Grand Theft Auto 6 finds itself in the crosshairs before the game even drops. The one confirmed detail about Grand Theft Auto 6, it will feature a Latina female protagonist, something already triggering accusations of wokeness from some corners of the gaming community. Where this goes, As Take-Two distances itself from DEI and public filings, it's hard not to see this as a strategic repositioning in the face of political, fan, and shareholder pressure. But whether it's calculated, retreat, or just optics, the message is loud and clear. Identity-based DEI is no longer the hill many corporations are willing to die on. People want to support and work for brands that align with their values, Upon claimed. Given the shifting demographic of the U.S., it's imperative that organizations consider the unique needs and values of different identity groups, particularly if they want to remain relevant and resonate with employers and consumers alike. While the perspective is common among DEI advocates, real-world data from the entertainment and gaming industries paints a more complex picture. Numerous high-profile products that prioritize identity-focused marketing, such as the Marvels, Forspoken, The Acolyte, Dragon Age, The Veilguard, and Rings of Power, saw significant commercial underperformance or critical backlash despite aligning with progressive messaging. These outcomes suggest that while some consumers may appreciate ideological alignment, audiences tend to reward compelling storytelling, immersive gameplay, and authentic creative direction over messaging perceived as performative or agenda driven. In fact, several companies that leaned heavily into DEI branding in recent years, including Ubisoft and Warner Bros. Games, have since scaled back such efforts and disappointing financial results and shifting public sentiment. With Grand Theft Auto 6 expected to become one of the biggest entertainment releases in history, Take-Two's cultural choices will be under a microscope, and now its annual report has ensured that battle lines are already drawn. Well, I'm going to say it. They are tending to hire those people, but in a fair way. But the question is to be seen if they are going to involve DEI woke nonsense into this game. Now, yes, you do play with a female protagonist, but I'm sure you also play with the male. These two are the main protagonists right here. So, we'll see. We'll see. Now, however, of course, I'm not going to get this game. I'm not a Grand Theft Auto fan. So, I'm hoping the fans of this game can see this and pray, which I will pray with them, that this game does not have any woke diversity agenda nonsense, bro. I hope it doesn't for their sake, because if Rockstar puts any of that nonsense in this game is done for. Well, we shall see. We shall see. So thank you all for watching this video, and I would appreciate if you guys could do me a favor and to share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts, and as always, thank you for being part of the channel, and I hope to see you guys until next time. Bye, everyone.